Start recording. Speech off.
Hello, I'm going to be reviewing the book of 1984. So, turn this down. Go to the top. Choose that. So, I'm going to be answering the questions that I wrote down for myself. So, here we go. The people that are being watched over are being watched over by Big Brother or the telescreen, because people are in view of the telescreen and they're being watched by the telescreen. Like Winston is. He gets a journal. He is the main character of the book. He's 35 years old. And he works in the fiction department. Ministry of Truth. Which is responsible for entertainment, news, and education. For example, the history books that are given to kids in school to study are not always true. They make it seem true, and they put a lot of information in to make it seem like it's true, but it's really not. And the Ministry of Love has something to do with love, which is not pleasant for the people. Someone inside the party does not want people to love each other. Winston thinks women are terrorists, or not terrorists. They're bad, or they could be spies, or people from the thought police or something. The Ministry of Plenty is supposed to give people plenty of everything, but they don't. Winston, for example, gets one piece of bread. And that's not what I call plenty. That's what I call very little. But it's just my opinion. So the Ministry of Peace is supposed to promote peace, but instead they start wars. I'm not sure if I'm reading from a computer or something. I'm not sure. Oh no, I'm not. Of course I'm not. George Orwell wrote the book, which was published in 1948. Okay, excuse me. George Orwell wrote the book, and it was published in 1948. Some of the things that happened in the book were that Winston witnesses the 2-minute hate in which the people which Winston works with, they all gather to watch Goldstein on the telescreen, and they scream, and it's their time to show their opinions on him, of how much they hate him. He has a dream of his mother sinking underground, and it shows a saloon on a ship. What I thought was they were comparing the Titanic to what Winston was seeing of his mother. He meets the shop owner of the shop, and whence he got that journal from, the one that he hides in that alcove away from the TV or the telescreen to write his stuff in. He meets the girl from the fiction department named Julia. Some of the other characters of the book are the Thought Police, Mr. Shillington, Mrs. Parsons, and Julia from the fiction department. Another character is Big Brother, who resembles Adolf Hitler. And Winston doesn't like his job because of what the Ministry of Truth says about things being true and some not being true. One of the things that Winston saw when his mother and sister was thinking was them looking at him with their eyes, seeing as he was in his apartment and he wanted, seeing as he was in his apartment and they were sinking underground, he couldn't go down there to see them for the last time. It's just Parsons is one of Winston's neighbors. She has kids that want to see things like the hanging and other stuff they call fun. The hanging is where they hang prisoners. And the government is trying to make kids think that that's fun, when in reality it's not. Mr. Shillington is a person who is in his 60s and is the owner of the shop where Winston got that journal. He keeps worthless things for people to buy in his shop. And most of those things are worthless. The location is where the Proles live, in a poor section of London. The city of London. The girl of the fiction department is named Julia. And Winston thought that since she gave him a note that said, "I love you," that she was trying to spy on him. The book says that she is a 10-year-old, or looks like a 10-year-old. She later took him to a spot where there were either bushes or shrubs, and that was located in the woods. This book takes place in London, England, in April of 1984. Thanks for watching.